In the next 10 minutes you're going to discover the exact 7-step framework I used that took my Instagram page from this to this in 94 days by working only 14 hours a week. From there, once you've built up a following, the next step is showing you how you can actually monetize your audience and turn those viewers into a constant stream of potential customers. And the beauty of this system is that it can be applied to any niche. So whether you are an online fitness coach, dating coach, consultant, it doesn't matter, still applies to you. And before you ask, no, you don't need to hire affiliates, you don't need to buy fake followers, and you don't need to run paid ads to grow your page. Instead, what the 7-step framework relies on is that RPPTA cycle, which is tough to say but very simple. This research, plan, track, post and adjust. Disclaimer: if you're not used to your phone being raided with hundreds of DMs, comments or heart notifications, then that's something you might want to get used to, but we'll get more into in a moment. For now, you're probably wondering why I'm so confident about this system and if I'm even qualified to teach you this, because hey, maybe it was just luck, right? Maybe I just happened to grow a following as quickly as I did. These are the sorts of questions I will be asking right now if I was in your shoes. But the thing that most people don't know about my rapid success, in that the process that got me from 0 to 100k followers and more was the real pain in the ass and required me to make every mistake out there so that you don't have to. Here's a quick rundown of my story. I started my Instagram page in late January, having no experience or skill, and from there I worked 12 hours a day, skipping meals, losing sleep, constantly studying, failing and testing out different methods of going viral, until 2 months later, after 740 hours of trial and error, I finally came across a repeatable system that allowed me to reduce my workflow from 12 hours a day to 2 hours a day. And by the 2nd of April, I eventually hit just over 21k followers. But I wasn't done there. For the next month or so, to make sure this wasn't a fluke, I continued implementing the 7-step framework exactly as I did before. And sure enough, by the 2nd of May, I was able to hit 150k followers. And that's when I knew for certain that I figured it out. Because by that point, I was barely scraping 2 hours of work each day, and yet my Instagram following was still growing. But okay, you now know that this method works and that it took a shit ton of effort to get there, but you are probably still wondering what exactly is this 7-step framework and how you can use it to grow a following. So that's what the next section of this training will mainly be about. Step number 1: viral content research. This is for the people who say, I don't know what I should be posting, or I find it difficult to think of content that hasn't been done before. One word: research. When you look at some of the biggest influencers or even business out there, one thing that they all have in common, which they won't admit, is that they are constantly stealing ideas and taking inspiration from one another, and process of getting good at this an endless supply of viral worthy content. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel or come up with the never done before content in order to go viral. In fact, I actually advise against it. All you have to do is discover these two things that make viral content successful. So, number 1 are themes, which are the topic used inside the reel. Are they about personal success, life hacks or subjects that are currently trending? And once you've discovered what the themes of viral successful videos are, you also have to analyze. Number 2, which are formats, or also structures in which the content is delivered. It could be a top 5 list, a how-to guide or a video tutorial, and then brings to me. Step number 2: repurpose viral content. Now, once you discover the formats and themes that make a content go viral, I want you to adopt them for your own content. So, for example, if you notice that motivational stories are trending, take that idea and share your own story. Or if listicles are trending, create a list of your own top 10 tips for achieving your goals. What are you doing here is mixing viral elements with your own voice, and this is how you repurpose other people's content. But that it's not enough to go viral, because who is going to watch if you can't even keep the viewer's attention? Which is why the step number 3 is coming up with the real structure that give value and are engaging. You see, we live in the world now where everybody has every information at their fingerprints. They can search anything they want on Google. Plus, social media bombards them with notification, new follows, new likes and new endless content to watch just scrolling their fingers on the screen. And this has reduced our attention span to just a few seconds on Reels. So, if we can capture attention on Instagram quickly, people will keep scrolling. So, get high engagement on your Reels, you must hook viewers immediately and maintain their interest, which is why coming up with engaging Reels structures that give value are so important for going viral and growing your Instagram. Because if the users on Instagram weren't engaging, or even worse, didn't learn anything from your content, you're not going to make anyone interested enough in you and your brand. So make sure to use scripts that are disruptive in order to immediately hook the viewer in, create intrigue, making people crave for the solution to their problems, give value, answering so your viewers' question to their struggles. And if your Reels contain these 3 elements, I'm sure that you are going to kill it. Now, when it comes to recording your Reel, make sure to follow the step number 4. Make your content high resolution. Look, unless it's one of those funny memes with a pixelated image, nobody will actually stop your Reels if your quality is whack. Even the content and structure the best out of your competition. That's like trying to read a book with blurry, unreadable text, people won't stick around it. You see, having a good visuals not only catch attention but also show you put effort in. Now you are thinking that you should buy a $2,000 top quality camera. You're wrong. Because in my experience, a 4K resolution with 30 fps is more than enough. With that, you can make sure the writing and images on your Reels are not pixelated. So, an iPhone 11 is all what you need if you want your videos to be high quality. Now, when it comes to posting, make sure to follow the step number 5, which is optimizing the algorithm. And here is the deal, you could spend hours creating a Reel that has viral content inside, has an engaging structure, gives lots of value and is high resolution. But if you're not optimizing for the algorithm, you will never be able to pop up on the feed of your dream follower. By the way, I'm saying dream followers because we've all been in this situation. You see, algorithms on platforms like Instagram prioritize content based on relevance, engagement and timelines. If your content isn't optimized to meet this criteria, it won't reach your target audience no matter how high quality it is, which is why your Reels must have these 3 factors. Number 1. Follow a hashtag strategy that increases the discoverability of your content by categorizing it under relevant topics. Number 2. Choose trending audios, which can enhance the visibility of your Reels, because the algorithms often promote content that uses trending elements, increasing the chances of your Reel appearing on the Explore page. Number 3. Do SEO for social media, and just like traditional SEO, social media SEO helps your content get discovered by the right audience. That includes using relevant keywords in your captions and description. Now, step number 6 is to double down on what's working. When you find out what type of content is getting you the most views, comments, likes and shares, just produce more of it. Simple, right? Because you unlock the key Reel format and structure that brings you the most results, and it will be foolish not to take advantage of it, which is why you can steal my 80-20 rule for that. So when it comes to posting content on your Instagram, you should put 80 of your efforts into the content format that made you viral before, and the other 20 on the testing new ideas. Because by focusing on what works and also experimenting new ideas make you stay relevant and grow your follower base consistently. This balance is needed for long-term success on a platform where trends and algorithms are consistently changing. However, finding out and testing new content ideas for going viral is not easy, which is why the step number 7 is to stay consistent. And that's the backbone of any successful social media strategy, because here is the deal. You just can't expect to go viral tomorrow. It takes a couple of weeks or sometimes even a month or so to discover the content type that works for you. And until then, you will be feeling like your efforts are not paying off. But the key is always to keep going, because the results always come the least when you expect. So that's what the 7-step framework is about. And if you want to skip all the guesswork, learn from the mistakes I've made and get the most time-saving strategies too. Research viral content, write engaging content scripts, optimizing the algorithm with hashtags, viral audios and SEO. You can check out the Viral Secrets course, which is in the description under this video. Or if you're looking to get your first 5,000 followers on Instagram starting from scratch, you can also check out the free Instagram Growth Accelerator course, always on the description by the way. Now, with that being said, I will see you on the next one.